The Golden State Warriors had a terrible season this year. They went 15-50, and after years of competing for a championship, they have finally fallen off. You can chalk this up due to injuries that the roster had this season. The team will have back Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green next season. They're core pieces, and these guys already will get you to the playoffs just by themselves. Now the team added Andrew Wiggins, and a lot of people were indifferent on him. I'm actually quite high on Wiggins. I feel like we are giving up on him too soon. Wiggins was in a rough situation with the Timberwolves. His role and fit just didn't fit right there. Now he is on a team with a winning players and a winning system. There's no doubt in my mind that Steve Kerr is going to draw out the best in him. This season, Wiggins' heart and love for the game was constantly questioned, and he actually replied. Wiggins had improved on some aspects of his game that he struggled with in the past. He improved on creating offense for himself and being a better playmaker in the half-court setting. There are questions with his defense, and rightfully so there should be, but under the right system and being near a guy that is Defensive Player of the Year in Draymond Green, I feel like he might get better on this end. It's easy to write someone off because of past shortcomings, but Wiggins is 25 years old. He still has time. It'll be interesting to see how he feeds off of Curry and Thompson. Many people are saying that he will be like a Harrison Barnes, but I feel like he can do more than Barnes. He's most likely going to be placed in off-ball situations, handoff screens, cutting to the rim. Also, once Curry or Thompson goes to the bench, he can serve as that third option to take over in scoring. Offense will definitely come easier for Wiggins with this team. The Warriors had a lot of starting players that are best suited as bench pieces. Marquise Chris, Damian Lee, Jordan Poole. They have Eric Pascal, who I really like on this team. Definitely a bright spot for a second rounder, and an underrated rookie from this year's class. Pascal is a big, he's mobile, and he can hustle. He's a straight up bully. He's 6'6", but being 255 pounds, that makes up for him being an undersized power forward. 14 points, 3 rebounds on almost 50% shooting from the field. He can be a very productive guy coming off the bench for a guy like Draymond Green and immediately give you production. He does have a lot of work on his game in terms of shooting, but he gives you a lot of effort. He may have to fight for some minutes, but honestly, with how this dude plays, the Warriors need to hold on to him tight. Now, where it gets even more scarier, this team potentially holds a top 5 draft pick, and with their luck, they can fulfill their need in a center. And behold, James Wiseman is one of the best centers in this draft. 7'1" Wiseman has the tools to be a mobile rim runner, a guy who could protect the inside due to his physical attributes. He has really long arms. He's a great rebounder and a lob threat, and has the potential to even stretch the floor a bit. He's going to have to bulk up, and his offensive skills are pretty raw. But Wiseman has the potential to be a game-changing defender, especially with Draymond Green in that front court. His fit with the Warriors is actually good. They need someone to fill the center position and athleticism. You aren't going to get too much offense out of Wiseman, but the Warriors don't need Wiseman to produce points. Occasionally, he may get some looks down there. Majority of the scoring is going to go towards Curry, Klay, and Wiggins, but he may get those occasional looks, post-ups in the low post area. Wiseman has a developing jump shot. It isn't there yet. It isn't perfect whatsoever, but it's similar to what DeAndre Ayton has now and was developing in college. A little mid-range jumper where you can hit it here or there, and some three-pointers. Or if the Warriors are really committed on small ball and wants no 7-footers whatsoever, Obi Toppin can become an option. A much more polished offensive player with high motor. He is another fit for a team like Golden State, who is constantly running. Obi in an offense like Golden State would thrive. I will cover Wiseman and Obi in a future video because it's a lot to get into with the players, but tune in for those in the future. Now this team can mix around in free agency a little bit to bring in some role players. Maybe a guy like Nerlens Noel. They can bring off the bench Jay Crowder or DeMarre Carroll to fulfill some more wing depth. I think a really good player to bring in may be a guy like Aaron Baines, who can give some good screens for a guy like Curry to get open for his three-point shots. The Warriors are in one of the best situations in the league right now. They have future draft picks, a promising young talent on their team, and an upcoming young player in this year's draft. Honestly, with the Warriors' luck, don't be surprised if they get the first pick, trade down, add another piece, and still get Toppin or Wiseman. Plus, they are still competing. It may even be safe to say that the Warriors benefited a lot off of their down season.